Hi there, welcome. I'm Christy, aka Unicornpoopz, and I'm here with another Sims 4 speed build, so let's get into it. This is the second last house that I have left to do in this neighbourhood. This house is huge, it is massive, and it took me ages. This video alone goes for like 30 minutes. It actually went for like 34 minutes and I sped it up a bit more than usual, so you may notice that, I'm not sure, but hopefully it's not too bad, not too sped up, not too dizzying, but otherwise this video did go for a long time, and it did take me a long time to build. I think it was like 10 hours all up. I was very indecisive, and because it was so big it felt like there was many open spaces that just needed to be filled in, and I just didn't know what else to do anymore. So the next house I do is a lot smaller, so that's nice. It's a nice change. I still the house that I do after this one, that I decided after that I'm just gonna do some kind of community lot to break it up a little bit after this massive house that I did. So yeah, it can get a bit tedious after a while, I guess, especially when you're building in the same neighborhood, the same world, and you're trying to match the similar vibes between the houses, so it's like kind of similar aesthetics. But I still had a lot of fun building this house, and like I said, it ends up being so much. It ends up being so much bigger than this because I moved that garage to the other side. You see me do that shortly. I noticed the footpath there, so I really wanted to make sure I matched it up this time, and I'm glad I did. It kind of just makes the house, I don't know, the shape of the house different, so it's not so generic as well, so that was good. I decided to go with the green on this house, and I think I go with mostly blue on the inside. I'm very weird with my color selecting inside the houses, because I generally just go with whatever I decide to do once I'm in there. Like, I'll pick an item and I'll say that looks nice, and then that's my color scheme kind of picked for the house. And I think I just picked blue inside. I can't quite remember exactly, but it was something like that once I do pick a color scheme anyways. But yeah, I liked the green on the outside. I thought it looked really nice, and like all the other houses, one's cream, one's a brown, one's like I think it's like a dark grey. This one's green. I think the next one I do ends up being a blue. Yeah, so I just wanted it to, plus all of them have the red brick on it, except the first house has only got the red brick on the foundation and I think the chimney, but all the other ones have at least it on the bottom of the house. I really like the cohesiveness of that. I've mentioned it plenty of times. So there, yeah, I changed the garage to the other side, and it like makes that area there where the garage was, I don't know, it looks really cool. I liked that, so I just left it as it was. I could have changed it, but I thought it looked cool like that. Sorry, just yawning. I'm a bit tired. As per usual, it's like midnight. It's the only time I seem to do my voiceovers because all the kids are in bed. It's really quiet, and the cat's usually quiet at this time of the night before she starts doing zoomies at 3 AM. And plus, yeah, I'm not really bothering anyone, so I rather do that at this time of the night. I don't like to do them on the weekends either, because I usually have my daughter, doing we usually have like a slumber party on the floor of my lounge room every weekend. So I don't usually do them on weekends either, my voiceover, so that would be the perfect time though, because my boys aren't home. Generally they're with their father on the weekend, so it would make good time for it. But I mean, I guess when my daughter goes to her dad's, as well for the weekend. I could do it on the weekends, but yeah, for now it's just school nights, work nights. I spend a lot of time on the landscaping of this house, and I guess it pays off because it just really does work. It looks so pretty. I can't really say it's any different to any of the other landscapings that I do, but it looks really nice. I really like it. And in that little spot there where the garage was, I do put a table and chairs, make a little sitting area out the front there. You could, take your coffee out in the morning and sit out there and watch the sun come up, I guess. Yeah. I like to imagine what kind of vibe I would get sitting in certain areas of my Sims homes. And if I'm feeling that vibe, that's good, I guess. It makes it even better. One of the other houses I did like a sunroom at the front of the house with all windows, and I took my sim in there and sat her down and whatnot, and the sun was coming through the window, and I was like, oh my god, I really just want this in my house right now. Like, I want this vibe so bad. It just felt so natural, and I wish. Can't really do that in my house, but I can open all my windows. I just don't usually do that in the summertime because I don't have air conditioning, so the sun comes up that side of my window, it heats the house up too much, so I just don't do it. A sunroom would probably be no better, but the vibe was right. I wish I had that vibe. Placing down those little flower bush shrubs, whatever you call them, scrubs. I put them down as I usually do, and I love those white flowers. I can't remember what they're called right now. And I use those pink flowers because I noticed them on the nature strip somewhere. And I used to use those flowers in every build. I love them. I haven't used them in a while, so I was really happy to use them again. And use those, are they hydrangeas? Yeah, I think so. Use those in the purple. So I usually use them in the white because they're usually white on the nature strip when I've noticed them, but I know that they're also got the purple version on the nature strip sometimes too, so they were out the front of there, so I was able to use the purple ones to match that, and I thought that was cool for a change. Usually it's always just white plants for me, or the possible yellow ones. I like yellow, so if I see yellow plants, sometimes I'll put them in if I want to pop a colour. I was going to make it a bit grassy on that grass area, but I didn't really know how to make it work and look decent without looking fake. And I kind of wish I didn't put the hedges around. It looked fine without it, but oh well. Everywhere else has hedges around, so I guess it kind of matches. So it works, I guess. Yeah, my voiceover is very lazy tonight. I'm sorry, but that's what it's like when you're recording it, at midnight. I also just had a huge feed before I started recording voiceover. Sorry, I started recording the voiceover. I had a huge feed, mashed potato, and yeah, it was so good. So I'm full and tired and ready to sleep, that's for sure. Yeah, okay, so this house ended up with a pool. I haven't done a pool, like I don't do many pools, and I like having a pool in the backyard. If I could, every house would have one. So I like that I had the room for that, considering it isn't like a huge backyard, but I mean, I could have put like playground equipment down, but I don't know. Sometimes that could just get a little boring, because I mean, that's what I put in every backyard, especially when it comes to family homes. I mean, this is obviously a family house, but yeah, I just thought a pool would make more sense. And there's so many rooms in this house, and when I uploaded it to the gallery, I think I forgot a bedroom, because it's like a study / bedroom. I don't know, it's like a spare bedroom. It's got one of those Murphy bed couches whatever you call it, the Murphy couch, Murphy bed, it's got one of them in there plus a desk, so it's a bit more of a versatile spare bedroom. But yeah, I forgot to add that when I put it on the gallery, so it just says that it's got 4 bedrooms. I'm pretty sure. I think it's got 4. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so it's very spacious in here, very big. That raised area there ends up being the lounge room, the living room, obviously. And the dining room over there in the back, in the front. Kitchen where I am right now. And then next to it behind there is a study, like an office area. And then on the other side down there is another, that spare room slash desk area. Yeah, back there I ended up making that into an office behind the kitchen there. Okay, so we start in the living room now. I feel like I was in here figuring out a floor plan, like a layout for a while. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe it just felt like that, but yeah, it did. It felt like I was here for ages trying to figure something out. I didn't know how I wanted the couches to be. I mostly just didn't know where to put the TV as well, so I slid it up there in front of the fireplace. And I don't know, I do that a lot, but I kind of wanted to avoid doing that again, but yeah, it kind of was the only way I could make it work, because that was such a big living area. And I mean, obviously if you put the couches too far away, they don't really sit on them to watch the TV and stuff. So yeah, I ended up putting like a little toy area in the back corner of the top, like the platform for the living area. And I put like a wall around it to block, I don't know, to make it, I don't know, so it wasn't so open, I guess. It just felt a bit too open to have something there. And with the dining room area, I completely closed all those, like all that wall. It just felt too open because it was so big. It just felt like there was less, I don't know, there wasn't enough room, there wasn't enough walls for me to put things on and to fill up spaces. I don't know, so I just felt like that worked better. I need a drink, but I guess I can wait. I've got a while to go, but it can wait because I can't be bothered. Oh wait, I've got one here. I've got a drink right next to me. Just bear with me for 2 seconds. Okay, that was a good drink. Sorry about that. So I've been obsessed with drinking Coca-Cola lately, and I've got to give it up. Alright, so back to it. We're in the entranceway here. I just wanted it to look a bit cluttered and cozy to walk into. Just give me a quick moment, just got to get comfortable. Alright, I'm back. Let's get back into it. Oh yeah, I built that wall there. Yeah. This is the second voiceover I've done in the last couple of days. And the last one was the Botanical Gardens one. And I noticed in it, when I was watching it back, I was talking about the park and how, you know, it was inspired by the real botanical gardens in my local area. And I said something like, in the real game instead of in the real park. And yeah, obviously I didn't notice when I said it. So that's in the video. And as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, damn it. That's so annoying. Like, it's not that big a deal, and it's not something that I would, delete the video and re-upload or anything to fix. Like, it's not that big a deal. But I mean, like, how annoying when you go through and you think your videos or your voiceover is pretty goddamn good, or you're pretty proud of it for that day. And then you rewatch it and you find out that it's just not as perfect as you had it in your mind. Yeah, so I'm probably going to do it again, like many times, no doubt. I've probably already done it like 10 times in this video, but yeah, it's just frustrating when you look back and you're like, damn it, I wish I noticed that so I could have fixed it or corrected myself. But anyways, so this is like a little breakfast nook there. Yeah, it's pretty basic little spot. I didn't really know what else to do. Again, like I said, it's such a spacious area, so I just didn't know how to fill it properly. And yeah, so behind that wall there's a door, so there's a bathroom in there. And yeah, the little bedroom, spare bedroom. There is so many bathrooms in this build, because every bedroom upstairs has an ensuite attached to it. Plus there's the main bathroom upstairs, plus there's the main bathroom downstairs, and then the laundry. So it's huge. I'm pretty sure I cut so maybe I left one, but I'm pretty sure I cut all of the bathroom furnishing out. I think I just cut all that out, because there was so many. I did all the bathrooms at once because I just knew I wasn't going to want to do them later on, so I did them all at once. I did the downstairs one, and then I went upstairs and finished the rest of the bathrooms and en-suites up there. So I'm pretty sure I may have only recorded the downstairs one, but I don't even think I recorded any of the upstairs bathrooms. I just finished recording what I had downstairs and turned it off, and then did the bathrooms, and then turned the game off for the night, because I just knew that no one's going to want to watch that many bathrooms, and they were all like pretty much the same, like pretty much identical, just different layouts, etc. But they had the same furnishings and whatnot, so not missing out on anything. I don't even know if I took photos, screenshots, I don't know. The bathrooms are the most annoying rooms to do, because you don't generally just do one of them. It's more than one, and I mean, like in most houses, most bathrooms are quite cohesive with one another, so they're all pretty similar when you've got lots of them. I like this it's huge. I like this kitchen. I think this kitchen, the colour, see, I knew I went with blue. It's funny because the next house I do blue on the outside and I do green on the inside. Yeah, weird. I don't know why I do that, but anyways, it's fine. Yeah, so this is because I did the medium height walls. I never know how far up to put the kitchen cabinets, and I don't know, and it ended up being alright, but I hate having such a huge gap underneath the cabinets when you use the high walls. But if you've got like a big window, you kind of need to have high walls, or to have the cabinets go over top of the window. And I needed to have at least one window in the kitchen, like where it's placed. There was only room for like the one window on the actual kitchen wall, and then the one window that was in like the little pantry opening part. So I didn't want to block that or delete it. I wanted to have a window there at very least. So I needed to have the cabinets go over it. I mean, I could have made it a small window, but because it was the front of the house, it worked having that window there, and it looked nice. I like how the dining room turns out. I think it looks really cool. When I first did it, I did it like before I went to bed for the night, and as I closed the game, I was like, oh, I'm not really happy with that. It just felt so odd and full of anything that I could find to fill up space. But then when I came into the game the next day to finish, I was like, oh, I actually really like that dining room. It looks really nice. It looks lived in and looks like it has personality, compared to like some of these boring spaces in the house. I mean, I ended up making it work and filling it up, and it didn't look too bad, but when I first was doing it, it just didn't feel right, being so spacious and not knowing what to put in there. So this is like the little office, like I guess the main office that and I know the dad or the mum would use the most, and there's a little sitting area out to the door there. It was supposed to be a laundry, but no, a mud room, because that's where the garage first was. So that was supposed to be the mud room, and you come in from the garage into the mud room, and then the office was there. So I just changed it into a walkway. So this is that spare room I was talking about. I put that bed there, and there's a desk in that there, and I thought, yeah, well, I mean, if the teenagers that don't have a desk in their room, because I'm not even sure if I did that, to be honest. No, I don't know if I gave them desks. Anyway, the ones with desks in their rooms don't have desks in their rooms can use that desk, especially if mum or dad are on the office one. So this is the only bathroom I think I do put in to the footage. Put in footage of, I mean. It literally looks the same as all the rest of the bathrooms, so you're not missing out on anything at all. It does look really nice. I like the blue, the blue colours. I probably went a little overboard, but that's what I do. I don't hold back. Again, garages are annoying as hell because I never know what to put in there. But this one I ended up really liking. I put those counters there, cluttered it up with, you know, some junk that I could find in the clutter section, things that just worked, and I put some towels and stuff in that hutch. I don't know what it's called in the game, but anyways, that counter cupboard, I don't know. I put some towels in that. Kind of looks like a utilities closet of some kind that could be in the garage. This area ends up being a bit of a game area for some teenagers and a child. I'm not sure if I did the rooms to match the ages that I don't know. The house was so big, I was just trying to fill up space. I know one of the bedrooms ends up being kind of a generic bedroom. I don't do any clutter or anything, so it could be a teenager's room, a clean teenager's room, or a young adult's room, or even just another spare room. So I'm not too sure what I was doing there, but clearly here there's room for a child or a toddler, a child, because there's a dollhouse and the drawing spot. I put a console up there so they can game there if they want. There's the laundry there. Where are we? So that's all the bathrooms done. And this is, I like the ensuite. That looks really cool. I kind of wish I filmed that for you, but ensuite was cool. So big though. So this is the his and hers closets that I did. Obviously I just changed the colours up a bit for each of them. Some of the shapes of the shelves I changed to, I don't know, I probably could have changed and made them the same, but I kind of felt like, why? I don't need to do that, so I just left it as weird shaped as it was on the his ones anyways. And I'm not sure how the toilet will work in that little spot there between the walk-in closets, but it's the only place that really felt right to have the toilet, so it stays there. It's the ensuite, who cares. So this is the main bedroom. Again, it is huge. Obviously best things to fill up a bedroom with is a seating area and a TV, so I did that as well, and just a little makeup spot or a getting ready area, I suppose you could call it. Yeah, so I put a TV up there, couch, and the chair. Made a bit of a seating area there. Fill up some of that space. Yeah, didn't really know how else to fill it up. I never know what to do in master bedrooms. I mean, yeah, it was such a big spot, such a big space. It looks nice, and I really do like it in the end. I really felt cozy in that bedroom. I like having those doors there to go into master bedrooms and stuff too. I think it looks really nice. So this is the other bedroom. It's also got an ensuite off it. Yeah, so this room I guess it's pretty basic. I did more a yellow and brown theme in there. Looks nice. I guess it could be a teenager's bedroom, I guess. No clutter though. This one I did for 2 boys. Yeah, 2 boys, maybe a teenager and a child, or even 2 teens, or even 2 children, I guess. Yeah, I like this. I tried really hard to stray away from the black themes that I always do in boys' rooms. So I did it blue. Like, no surprise there. But it looks nice. It looks good. Different for me, like I said, always using the blacks. So it was nice to stray from that and do the blue. That blue wall colour is really nice. I like that. I actually had a blue wall that colour in my bedroom a few years back. Oh, it's like over 10 years ago. What am I talking about? A long time ago. Yeah. My pop painted over it when I moved out of that bedroom. He painted over it. He said it took him a lot of coats. So this room here I did for teenage girl. I originally started doing it for a girl and a teenager, or 2 girls, blah blah blah. But I don't know, just the shape of it worked better for it just to be a teenager's room, or even maybe preteen coming into her teenage years, because it's still quite pink and girly. I mean, that doesn't really matter. Teenagers could be like that too. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. I suppose it could be aimed for a preteen, a child coming into her teens, as well as a teenager, so either way. And I guess if you wanted to download this build, you could also maybe add another bed in there, or a bunk bed or something or other. But yeah, it works, I suppose. I'm nearly finished now. I'm doing the little seating area that I mentioned before. I didn't really know what else to put there, but that worked. It worked out well. And I think I'll just put a gnome down. Yeah, I did put a gnome in there. That's cute. Yes, so the backyard, yep, I do the backyard here. Pretty basic. Oh, I do put monkey bars in, cool. And I do put a basketball hoop in, so that's nice. Well, I think we're pretty much finished now, so I'm planters, of course. I'm gonna let yous go. Enjoy the screenshots. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Sick of the venom in my brain, running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this, I just wanna break these chains. Always asking for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen no many once, I just so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started to outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.